instead of a Segway ride or anything like that, what I thought I'd share is something I've been doing for a long time is preparing stuffed peppers. Got several different choices. A friend of mine, David, who put me onto this. Basically, you're taking jalapenos and splitting them, cleaning them out, and stuffing them with a mixture of Ritz crackers and pimento cheese. And very simple to do. I'll just do a couple of clips showing some things. My friend David actually has a produce farm in Georgia and grows a thing called, we call them cherry peppers. I'm not sure exactly what they are. Jalapenos always tend to be a little hot, not as hot as habaneros, but still tend to be a little hot. But he grows these cherry peppers, which are pretty cool. Let me show them to you real quick. They almost look like cherry tomatoes, but the jalapenos are in the process of being split right now. I go through and I split them all, and then I clean them out. What I found to clean them out with, I used to do pottery, so I saved some pottery tools, not this one, but the rest of these are pottery tools. And because of the nice sharp edge, it works really good at cleaning out the... So basically I've gone through and I've split these peppers long ways. And I usually don't even try to cut the stem of them off. So when you're eating them, you just basically hold them and just don't eat the back. Gives you a nice little handle to work with. So what I do is after I split them, you've got a lot of seeds in them and you got a lot of the vein, and the heat's in the vein. So what I do on a lot of these is I'll take this tool and clean out a lot of the vein. Now I'll go back and just rinse these in some water to get rid of the seeds. And my my jerry rig thing is I've got a nice cutting board from Sur La Table, and I just rig up a plastic bag and then just basically sweep all this stuff in there as I go. So I'm going to go through and cut all of these up and pull out the vein. So here's basically the process, and you kind of use whatever tool works for your size pepper. So this again is a pottery tool, easy to buy on Amazon. I think it's called a pottery trimming tool, and this is one as well. So I basically, after I've split, I want to get a lot of this out. So basically I just use this tool like that. These are a little bit dull. I've been doing this for a while with these. So then I just kind of get the last part of it out. Again, I leave the stem on, great handle. So got about 3 more to do. All right, guys, pretty much all rinsed off. I always find a few more seeds that do a little cleaning on. But these will all, I'm slipping. So basically we got a bunch of these little boats. Now I'll come back to the cherry peppers and get those, but that's basically the final product. Get them all cleaned up good. I've got a few red, a few green, and a few yellow. I don't think the yellows are actually jalapenos. I was told they don't have any heat. Not true, plenty of heat. So anyway, so I got a lot of color here, so it should be fun. The other trick, and always remember to do this, when you're cooking these, there is moisture still in them. Obviously, we just rinsed them with water. Take a knife or a toothpick and just put a little hole in the back, like that. Great trick. I learned this one on my own. Otherwise, you get a lot of moisture built up under the stuffing that we're going to do out of pimento cheese and a mixture with Ritz crackers, crushed Ritz crackers. All right, guys. Our half peppers are finished and ready to go. So we're going to start on the cherry peppers next. I always use these examination gloves, mainly because I have a tendency to reach up and scratch my eye or something like that. Oh my goodness, you can't get much worse than that. Now these, they really look like cherry tomatoes, but they're not. They're definitely peppers. These are a bit different. Basically, I am just cutting off the top. So they will have a scalloped, open-ended top like that. And I will do a couple of them for the camera. And all right, cutting the last 2 peppers up. Again, cut as deep or as generous as you want. It makes it real easy to clean these up. We're not saving anything to hold because you basically can pick these up like an appetizer. Why today? Easy. Today is September the 3rd. It's the kickoff of the Georgia game, UGA, and they actually play North Carolina in Atlanta, what we call the Georgia Dome. So it should be a great game. The big thing about peppers, you start to cough and lose your voice. Starting to clean these out. Again, I'll take the knife on these, make sure I don't go all the way through. I will poke a hole with the knife in the bottom when it's over with, just so I can get that moisture out. I'll clean around the edge, flip this part out as best I can. Sometimes it comes out clean. If not, again, I'll use my tools to clean this up, and be back to you in a minute as soon as I finish the rest of these. All right, all rinsed, all cleaned up. So we got all of these cherry peppers with the tops cut off. So basically I'm going to go through here, flip them over, do a little, again, you can do this with a toothpick, knives out, easy to do. So I'm just going to do a little poke with these. It'll make it. The good thing about all of these peppers, you can do all of this ahead of time and basically prepare them out, lay them on a platter, and cover them with saran wrap or something, and put them in the refrigerator. Get them all ready, pull them out, warm them up to room temperature in just a matter of a few minutes, bake them in the oven. And I usually broil mine, I'll talk about that later, and just to get a little of that color. And they're good for any time. My Georgia game is not till about 3 hours, and so they'll be ready. I don't think I can do all of these. I'm the only eater on these today. My wife does not like peppers at all, and no one is here to join me, so I'll probably do about half of these, put the rest of them, just leave them in the refrigerator, and use them tomorrow. We've got some visitors tomorrow, so we'll use it then. All right, guys, next step is actually probably the easiest step in the world. All you need is pimento cheese, and this one says it's got jalapenos in it. Not much. It's not hardly even, I can't taste it. But anyway, it's good pimento cheese, and I always look at the label and make sure it says in the fine print with real cheese, not some fake something or another. So anyway, that'll work for this. We don't have a lot, but I think we got enough to do this with. And then basically Ritz crackers. And we just get the plain old Ritz crackers. And what you need is a baggie. So, and I am making a mess. Look at this. Way you go. Whoa, those touch faucets will get you sometimes. So anyway, basically, I had a little bit left over from a prior mix. So basically, just get some Ritz crackers. I don't know if there's any specific amount. There actually might even be a recipe on the internet somewhere, but I just get some Ritz crackers. Half, 2/3 of a sleeve. Actually, the more the better, and it's good. So basically, put them in a baggie, seal them up, most of the air out. You got a rolling pin, that's the ideal thing. I have one, don't know where it is, but anything round, can of Fresca, Diet Coke, bottle of wine, anything works. So basically all you're doing is crushing the Ritz crackers. So real easy to do. I'm gonna get these all crushed up. It'll take just a second. As you can see, 30 seconds or even less, they're done for. If we were not at the very tail end of this pimento cheese, I would put this in a bowl and mix, but I'm going to use every bit of whatever small amount of this is left. So I am just going to put all of this right in this container. This is the reason I leave the gloves on. Works great for this particularly. Let me get a few crumbs up. Wow, what a pig, what a mess. All right, pays off later. Okay, so that's gone. Away you go. Good clean surface to work with. All right, Ritz crackers out of the way. And then basically, just start working the Ritz crackers into the pimento cheese. No special. So we're there. In the end, I gave up mixing it in there, put it in a wide bowl, made it a lot easier to mix. So we got. So I'm going to take a little amount like this, basically stuff it in there. I like to taste the peppers, so a lot of people just overload this. I have made these and taken them to parties and literally taken maybe a couple of dozen. And it's one of those things, it's kind of like the old potato chips ad, you can't eat just one. That's what happens. So somebody will try one, kind of reluctantly, oh, it's jalapenos, I don't know, you know, all that kind of stuff. They'll try one and say, that's pretty good. So then you get wiped out. So ever how many you make, forever how many people, they'll be gone. So, boy, got a great blessing. Got a lot of peppers this time. And for the life of me, I've been trying to do this video. I haven't really paid any attention to whether I actually poked a hole in the cherry peppers. So just want to err on the side of caution because I hate the excess moisture. I'm just going to poke a hole in the bottom of these. Easy enough to do with a toothpick. We call it a no-brainer in Georgia to do this. Just takes a second. Run through these real quick. And I'm not even going to pause the camera. It's going to be so quick. But I know I did it for the jalapenos and the yellow peppers. So we are there. We actually, I think, have a bit more than our platter will hold, which is what you call a great problem. So let me grab another platter. Wow, great noise. So I'm going to go ahead and just split these up. Again, I'm the only one eating them tonight, so what do I want? It's probably a pretty good bit. I know our son and daughter-in-law will be here tomorrow. They're good for a few peppers, but I better save a few extras of the mild for them, so throw one back. Put a few more, that'll work out pretty well. I think everybody will be happy there. But I'll take one yellow, leave them. Okay. Those are all set, ready for them tomorrow. This will be tomorrow's platter. This is my platter tonight. The game, I'm going to pause for now. I'll come back when I get it ready for the oven and show you. Basically, but let me go ahead and address that. Basically, it goes in the oven. I'll just put them on a cookie sheet. Put them in the oven at about 350, maybe 20 minutes. And then I put the oven on broil, slide the cookie sheet up near the top rack, and I like the pimento cheese mix is always made with well, what I like is sharp cheddar cheese and pimentos. So that sharp cheddar will actually get, you know, a little brown, like you're toasting some cheese toast. I love that. So that's what I plan to do with these. So this will be Georgia ball game tonight. This will be everybody tomorrow. Be back later. All right, guys, we're back. The peppers for tonight, just out of the refrigerator, right here, fixing to go in the oven. I'll let you see the final results soon. Hey guys, almost forgot to show you the final product. The Georgia game started, so these just out of the oven, 20 minutes, or roughly about 18 minutes, really. 350 in the oven, and then on broil, watching it closely to get a little color on the cheese, or the pimento cheese. So anyway, that's the final product. Bon appetit. It will be good to eat, I promise you. That's going to happen right now. And Georgia, I think, is fixing to score. I actually just had a first touchdown. Take care.